the idea that there is a in Judaism that there is that the Messiah, they don't claim Jesus yet as the Messiah. It's important to me because y'all are so beautiful that you're going to have so many possibilities of who could be the Messiah. You understand what I'm saying? And that's going to create in your minds, y'all's beautiful minds, it's going to create an idea of who is the Messiah, but not God, because y'all are loyal. Y'all have always been loyal. So you're going to create, and it's beautiful to see like the heroes and ideas and stuff like that. But then with the idea of thinking about that, continued after all this time, thinking that Jesus is not the Messiah, you're going to start to wonder things. Like for me, when I get off track like this, I know that Jesus Christ has saved us. I'm not going to talk about depictions of what the word Messiah until I know more about it. I can't continue talking about it more except for the fact that I can start to picture and think about who else could it be if it's not Jesus Christ. It's not any of those false deities, if anything. I don't think it would be any of those false deities, or they're false prophets, I guess. I don't think it would be any of them. In fact, it would be like it if it was not Jesus Christ, the one that's dealing with working and fixing everything for us. Like, it's not gonna be somebody from. It's not gonna be one of those deities. All those deities. The one thing, God is so impressive. He can be so impressive because He knows all things, and the fact that He got those deities in the sense of because they were getting prayed to, the fact that He got them in this sense of the matter, those deities will never be for people. Mostly never. I never say never. Like Jesus, never say never. Jesus didn't say never say never. But
at 21. 21?
God really got them, bro. You know those I'm not even trying to be rude. Because those false prophets that came years ago to life are not going to be in the presidential election of possible the Messiah for God's people. Because why? The Messiah is not going to be somebody that was a false prophet that led all these people like them, like Gandhi and them. Gandhi's not your Messiah. He's not. God already got them. You understand what I'm saying? God has already did His godly duty in the past on future people that are gonna think that they're gonna be God's Messiah. Like those people, that Gandhi and Buddha and all them, they're not in the running. There's no running for because God has already got them. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? God has already got them as how do I say? God has already got them in the past for knowing their sins almost. It looks like He's got them that bad. He's got them that bad because those people are not going to be in there. So if y'all think that, look at a good example is this. If y'all think that Muhammad is going to be the Jewish Messiah, You know what I'm saying? That's what those other people got. All those other false ones were. Like, impossible. It cannot be. Muhammad will not be the Messiah. Think about it. He is on the same level as those, dude, as he's on the same level as false profiteering, as Buddha and Gandhi, but worse, because he's led people into murder. Gandhi and them, they don't never say to murder. But so if y'all think that if at any point in time that Muhammad is going to be it's not, if y'all think that he's gonna be the Jewish, the God's people, bro, the Jewish people, if you think that Muhammad or anyone near him, like anybody that is a false prophet, is gonna be the Messiah of Judaism, you know what the Messiah has to do now? Y'all know what the Messiah has to do? And this is not against Jesus Christ. I'm with Jesus Christ. I'm not saying that I'm standing next to him or he's standing next to me. I'm on his team. I would never be against him. What I'm saying is that I don't even know why I have to say it like that. Because what I'm trying to say is so loving, bro. Because Jesus, in the sense of things, he's going to have to leave the presence of heaven to complete the task of what the actual Messiah is going to have to do. And the fact that Jesus, knowing more than we would ever know, and all the rabbis that he ran into in time, I'm not even being rude, he knew more than them before everything ever existed. So for him to be excluded as a Messiah, even though he's a savior, in their ideas, it's almost, I can't even explain. It's almost, it's sad because he, dog, in the sense of the word savior, he's done more than enough, bro. So with that being said, so the fact is this: we're sitting here debating and we're having a debacle about Savior, and then Kamala Harris almost becoming president, and Donald Trump not getting notoriously famous for defeating that level of a beast in front of everybody. He has survived all of those things and is living to tell the tale and still running things. And he told us about a check. And I'm over here trying to tell y'all about this, and it's written in the Bible about making false promises and stuff like that. It's not that I'm saying that Donald Trump is a prophet or false prophet. I'm saying that he is a God loving man, and he makes me proud, bro. He makes me proud to be an American. He makes me proud to see all these things. So if there is an issue getting those checks out, I don't blame him. See how I don't blame him? I'm saying it's like the Congress or the Senate. And you see how I don't blame that the person that was being prayed to in the past. Remember that guy, the man Allah. I don't know how like to say it, but he I don't blame him for like making for leaving like I don't blame him for leaving all those people running in circles in those areas. In the sense of like in the moment redacting yourself for the sense of the first commandment that was ever like given to Moses, that there is no other God. And in the sense of, it's not just about fear. I'm talking about like when you know, if you're, what I'm trying to say is like your intelligence level, with intelligence, you can actually locate love. And with love, you're never gonna run into love without a moment of God's design. And if you're intelligent, you can notice some parts of it. And if you are a deity, you gotta be somewhat smart, bro. You gotta be able to notice the signs. You know how those Instagram reels, it's like, if this like if I've been reincarnated, or like this is don't be signs, dude. Y'all, how can you be? How, like, how can you manage a civilization? Look, this. How could you manage this, and not realize that there's one God? There's only one God, and it's not because of His name being God, y'all. That's not even the way. It's not. How else do I say this? Like, it's out of the sense of love that you find God, bro. And when you're intelligent, you definitely wanna, and happiness and love. And what I'm over here doing is I'm trying to explain that, that with that situation, with the tariff check and all that, we wouldn't even be having a conversation about having a dang tariff check if Kamala Harris won presidency, bro. We wouldn't even be having a conversation about, are we getting a tariff check if Kamala Harris won the presidency, bro? Y'all not realize that? I mean, at what point do y'all realize that? All that type of stuff, bro. Like, do y'all think that we would be talking even a debate about a tariff check if Kamala Harris won presidency, bro? Think about it. Because, think about it, there's people walking in circles without any instruction. Do you think that we would be able to talk about having a, you know what I'm saying? Like a dividend check. Like, Donald Trump is the reason, he's a businessman that later became president and made a presidential level event where he won a candidacy where they were trying to take him out, and also goes and becomes president, and then sees that all of this, he ends up seeing all this stuff, and capitalizes on it, and makes the country's debt total go away, bro. 37 million trillion or whatever, however much it was. He himself has literally wiped out the national country's debt without having to be, without ever, like, dude, we wouldn't have this conversation if Kamala Harris, Debbie Harris, I'm not even gonna say Kamala Harris anymore, for the fact that the deity or the significance of the name of Allah is in another term, in another language, the name of God translated. I'm not gonna say Kamala Harris anymore. It's gonna be, y'all think we have this conversation if Debbie was President Debbie. Y'all think we would be even talking about a dividend check? We'd be talking about, go watch the show Vice, President. Go watch the show Vice and you'll see that women, not everyone, but women are picky and choosy and get what they want. So go watch Vice. There's your excuse. It's not even, is it Vice President or, it's called Vice President. Go watch that show and then come back at me later and tell me if I'm kind of not, if I'm far from understanding how bad it would have been if she would have become president. President Debbie, not Kamala. Maybe that's the way I fix the situation. Because the fact that I'm talking about the Arabic language, Persian, all this stuff, it's not even Persian. It's a new creation of language, of a translated God. So I'm not gonna say Kamal. It's like Kamal. It's like in another way you're saying come on God Harris, and it's not like not in a detestable way, but in the sense of being lenient about the name God. And so I'm not about to do that. It's gonna be. Y'all think we're going to have this conversation if Debbie was president? Y'all think we playing summer skirmish, and y'all think we're gonna become like boo? You think that all of us in competitive Fortnite would have any way of maybe getting a setup or anything if Kamala Harris was president, bro? Because she ain't even have any. Not Kamala, Debbie. If President Debbie became president, do y'all think that we would have the possibility of having a $2,000 tariff check come in, bro? Come on, y'all. Come on. Like, if you think that, because if you think that Debbie is gonna give you financial support, if you think that person was gonna give y'all financial support, then you're lost. Because that person's name might as well be Destroyer. Not that person's name might as well be Destroyer Harris. Destroyer Harris, not Kamala. It's really annoying to me that happened. That person's name is Kamala. Because when you really understand what I'm saying, it's not just God. What I'm talking about. You can bring in Elijah. Y'all heard about what happened with Elijah. Elijah saw something and he was with God in prayer state and prayers and stuff like that, and ran into a society that was doing stuff like the golden calf and then almost like this like Allah stuff, but he was with God, so he made them prove that he proved those people that they were absolutely wrong about who they supposedly thought God was. Elijah literally made those people try to do their old time fake rituals to prove to them that who they're praying to is wrong and is wrong. Elijah did that. He actually taunted them, bro. He taunted them and was like, hey, it's not about war. This is back in the past. This is stuff that we don't need to worry about too much to do, because none of us, Jesus Christ told us what we need to do now after all this time, basically. He basically told us what we need to do. Elijah and them, they had, that was so, y'all almost don't understand that we're talking about ancient level things that were pre-commandment existences, bro. Like, think about it. We got one, bro. Where did I land? Where did I land, bro? I gotta win, dude. Oh my gosh.
I wanted to add in one other. I'm not even adding in no open borders because there's some people that like open borders. These people are crazy, but that's okay. Because I want 5 things that are like close to 100%. No transgender mutilation surgery for our children.
What?
You can't have transgender.
What? Oh, the skins. They're talking about the skins. The Fortnite skins that are male and female. You can't be a female and be using a guy skin, bro. I'm not making rules or anything. But won't y'all expect that or something? Bro, I have to go back in time to see where I've landed, bro. Where did I land in this thing? Where did we land? We just completed the task, bro. Hold on. We have just completed something. Where have I landed on here? Oh my goodness, bro. Where did I land? I can't finish the stream. Check the map. Please let me check the map.